Okay, good morning Discord, good morning YouTube. Today we're going to see if we can make enough money to buy lavender scented blindfolds. Because everyone needs some of those for some reason. Okay, so let's do a little bit of analysis. Let's see. So today is basically Friday, right? Because the market's closed tomorrow. Number one. Excuse me, sorry. Number one, that's a thing. Is it 9:30? Yeah, okay. Opening bell. Let's see. So let's see if we go retest the 5. I see it trending upwards. And what did I put? Or if we visit the 524.84. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we're in brand new economic water for everyone, right? With the tariff war and China's doing this and whoever's doing that, so this is all new territory for a lot of people. Let's see if we can get some type of edge here. Okay, so first 2 minutes or first minute is indecision. It looks like I can't tell if we're starting a bear cycle or not. We'll just give it time. We don't need to rush anything. We'll give it time. Yeah, for the Discord, I gotta go to the doctor shortly, so we're gonna have to cut this one kind of short. But I want to get back in the groove, start twerking again. All right, so let's see how this bear cycle. Let's see how much it pulls back. Why is it always green now? All right, let's see how far this bear cycle digs. That's not enough room. That's not enough. Just give it some time. That's not enough. I know you see this flexion point here, but that's not enough. I don't. I mean, maybe, but I'm not a fan of that. And we need more. We need more liquidity to grab, right? Can't just be 1, 2 or 3 candle. I mean, it could be, but that's not the ideal. We can wait for the ideal, and if it shoots off without us, oh well. But I'm not a big fan of that one. We'll let a couple cycles go by, or at least 1 or 2 cycles. We have to let some stuff go by. There's no data yet. There's no reason to rush here. Just wait for some more data. And if it shoots off, oh well. Let it go because there's no data here. There's I'm not convinced with any of these algos yet. Because on this one we could have said, oh okay, there's rejection back up, and then we could see there's rejection back down. So it's indecision right here, right? We don't have anything to tell us one way or the other. It's literally one down, one up, one down, one up, one down, you know. That's not how we trade. Yeah, I might be a little bit quiet today. Just because, I don't know, the morning with all the medication, it makes me feel weird, but but I'm still here. I'm still right here. Okay. The trade should be protected on this flexion right here. Trade should be protected. If you hesitated, yeah, I don't blame you. Cause look at the price action, so weird. There's no like direction really. Let's see how much it wants to dig. All right. So I think this is going to tell us if it's going to be break up purple for the day. All right, yeah, I got stopped. I tried, I got stopped. A little bit above break even. All right, now we're looking to see if we're gonna have one of these, which would be break up purple. So yeah, today is basically Friday, right? Because there's no trading tomorrow. Stock market is closed tomorrow. There's no trading, so today's basically Friday. We need some type of movement away from... We need some type of movement. We got no movement. Got a whole bunch of ugly candles and no structure right here. I'm gonna clean up this chart. Okay, we hit our 15-minute threshold. Now let's see what we got here. Yeah, this price action's kind of ugly. I don't know if I'm, let's see if we have a little, let's see if we have that, maybe something like that. So we'll see if it's going to be break a blue for the up. I'm going to clean up the chart. You see what's happening right here? Let me show you why it might be break a blue for the up. We might be seeing a, right, like this. Yeah, we're at market open, just completely sideways. Yeah, the market doesn't want to give us anything today. Stingy today. Stingy today. Let's see what we got. You know, if we just stay inside this purple, that'll be kind of ugly. All right, trade protected on break of blue. Trade protected. I would recommend you know, keep your stops. Collect money when you can, because it's Friday. Hopefully we're gonna hit the 5-day, the 5 MA. Hopefully we hit the 5 MA. But if you got an on break of blue, protect your trade. Take the quick base hit and take your money. Take your money and run. I'll be right back. Stop me again. Okay. Let's see what happens here. So either we're going to stay in this purple, or we have a shoulder ahead and then another shoulder right here. Let's see what happens on, I'm curious to know what happens on this blue. If it rejects off the blue or if it goes back inside the blue. Let's see. This might be our second entry, 84% rule. If it starts rejecting, we'll see. Or is going to form this head, which I would feel comfortable with. Break up purple possibly for the down. Which means there's a the 5 minute and the 1 minute giving us the same indecision. We're literally at market open again, so we haven't moved anywhere. You didn't miss anything. But we already knew today is going to be a Friday. If you look at the, if you look at the analysis for this morning, sideways is expected. Okay, there we go. All right, we wanted to see if we reject off this blue. There we go. There it is. Okay. Let's see how much strength it has. Okay, we like it. We like it. So get what you can. If you 84% ruled on this, get what you can. Take what you can. If you took the retest of blue, get what you can. Do not give them any of your money. There it is. Okay. I'm about to lose all my goddamn faith. Please protect your trade. If you took break of blue, or the 84, if you 84 break of blue, protect your trade, because it's gonna be. You see what's happening. You see what it is. I'm gonna clean up this chart. Essentially, it was. I think we're trying to. Oh, excuse me. So if excuse me, if it's break a purple, hold on, I wanted it to be, if it's gonna be break a purple, wait for it to break and then come up and test against blue again. Otherwise, we're just still inside the purple. We want to see some dancing down here, right? Before it goes out, we want to see some dancing, some price action down here before it goes out. So look for like stuff like this before it goes down. Stuff like at the beginning. And not every day is a trading day. This is just chop. There's no real trade here. This is all chop. Protect your trade if you took break a purple. Protect your trade if you took break a purple. I'm still expecting, right, because we're looking out for, let's see if we have this, and then let's see if the other shoulder's right here. And we're back at market open. Okay, we moved absolutely nowhere. Back at market open. Let's see what happens here. All right, let's see if it's going to be build in purple and then break green. Completely choppy. Nothing to see here, folks. I got a little something out of this, but very little bit. Dollars. Wait for it to break green. We need to get past all these key levels right here. Too much liquidity right here. The market is made to go sideways. Not every day is a trading day. We don't have to force anything. I'll be right back. swear to God, I just stopped myself out. I just stopped myself out for no reason. Oh my God, I'm so upset. Oh my God, I just stopped myself out. That's annoying. Come on, man. I could have collected way more. And so then you're asking, what do? Do you go back in? Or is it like, you know what? That trade's tainted. I don't feel like... Now I don't want to chase it anymore. Because, you know, if I was still in it, fine. Look at it. Rookie mistake. It's no big deal. Didn't lose anything, but could have made a lot more money, man. Could have made a lot more money. Alright, it happens. It happens sometimes. Look at this, man. Why? Why me? Alright, break a green. Everyone took break a green. Look at the money. Come on, man. Break a green. Hopefully you guys took break a green. Man, I'm so upset. So upset. Man, I just missed out on some money. Come on, man. Look at this. Look at the money. Look at the money. Look at the money we printed. Oh my goodness. Take what you can. We're right at this the bottom of this key level right here. Man, I messed myself up. I don't even know how I know what I did, but I shouldn't have been messing with my stop. Shouldn't have been messing with the stop. I should have let it develop a little bit more. It's alright. Rookie mistake. Could have been worse. Look at the move right now. Come on, man. Look at the move right now. Look at the money we printed. Look at the money. There it is. Please tell me someone printed on this. Because I know I didn't. I know I didn't. I should have went back in, but I didn't. It's fine, though. Please tell me someone printed on this. Let's see. Yeah, because we want to see if we're going to test 524.84. I put that in the trade analysis this morning. Please tell me someone printed. Break a green. Easy claps. Easy claps. Took us a while to get here, but once we got here. I just gave up stupid money. I should have went back in. It's alright. I didn't. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I got bigger things to worry about. Not worried about that. Look at the money. Oh my goodness. Look at this money we printed. What was it? From break a green. How much? 27.31 to 26. Okay, a point. Solid point. That's good money. That's good money right there. And it's still going. It's still going. Glorious. Oh, we needed that one. We needed that one. We needed that. Can't lose twice in a row. That's what, you know, it's always better just to get the data, right? Once you get the data and everything, you know, you just need time. Sometimes it just needs time, right? So we built in purple and then we broke green. So it's going to be break a green. Took us time to figure that out. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be, let's do this right here. So we're gonna build in magenta and then break blue. That was a good trade. That was a good trade right here. That was a really good trade. Break a green, one solid point. That was a good trade. If you remember over here, I was saying that we wanted to see the rejection underneath the blue and also the purple. So that was a little indication right here. But this right here, excellent, amazing trade. Look at this trade. This wick would have stopped out a lot of people. This wick right here would have stopped out a lot of people. Amazing trade. Good trade. I can't believe I stopped myself out. That's so annoying. Okay. I'm going to get ready for my medical appointments. Let me leave some last minute gems here. I'll probably use the 5-minute. Oh my goodness, look at the money I missed out on. You know, exercising the patience is the key to all of this. Exercising the patience. So you know, it took us a while to realize the setup. Once we realized it, oh, look at this money. It's okay. I don't have time for this. Yeah, we realized break a green. Look at this money. Oh my goodness. It hurts so bad. Look at the money we... Okay. All right. Let me see what I'm going to do. I know we... So maybe we filled this overnight gap right here. I want to see if we hit 524.84. I put that in our analysis this morning as a possible target. So let's see if we get to there and how we react. Look at this money. Look at this money. Good golly. Look at the money we should have printed. Hopefully you guys printed, but I stopped myself. It's fine. Can't win them all. So let's see. This looks like not a big fan. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out on a 5-minute. Okay, if it wants to head down, look for it to build another green and then fall back into another purple. If it wants to head up, oh wait, what did I just do? If it wants to head up, look out for this right here. For the inverse, right here. So don't think about calls until you get above. I'm going to highlight it. Use your 5-minute chart to guide. Don't think about calls until you get above 527, right? This is where you want to start thinking about calls. I'll highlight it. right? So we need to be above this level, right? And we want to see it with some structure to it, not just because it got above the level. We want to see it like that, right? With structure to it. For any further, look at the money. Oh my goodness. Now I have FOMO for real, for real. Now I have crazy FOMO. Let's see if we hit. We're about to hit the target 524.84 that I left in the analysis this morning. Really close to it. And now that we got underneath this on your 30-minute chart, you see this green I highlighted. So let's see if we touch 524.84, and then let's see how we react. If we touch 584, head back up to the green and reject, right? That'll tell you got some more downward, or if we just keep going straight down. Look at the trade. Oh my God. You heard me back here, what, around like 10:17 Eastern. I was saying, should I just get back in? Should I get back in? I was like, nah, just let it go. Now look at it. Now look at it. Okay, break a green. Simply amazing trade. Simply amazing. I'm gonna clean up this chart. I have to get out of here soon. So if it wants to head up again, let's see. We want this to be a shoulder. We want a head to form around here, and then like this, right? I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I know what it needs to look like. Something like this. Look at the money. Oh my goodness. Simply amazing. Simply amazing. Look at the money. Jeez. Okay, so this is your up scenario, and your down scenario is going to do the same thing, right? We're going to form wherever it happens. I'm not saying it's going to be now. We're going to build inside of a purple, right? And then we're going to break a green. Okay, so this is from, actually, this is going to be from one of the lessons that I did on, I think it was Friday, the last day before I got sick. On that Friday, that lesson, that it explained what entering with the proper setup or with the proper structure is, right? Look at this money. Amazing. Simply, oh my goodness. Look at the money. How much is the contract? Oh wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, who has FOMO right now? Oh my goodness. If you took break a green and you held all this time, or if you didn't stop, look at the, oh my goodness. Or if you didn't stop yourself out like I did. Rookie. Yeah, we're not looking for calls until somewhere. Wait. Yeah, the call's got to be somewhere up here. I'll highlight it. Somewhere up here has got to be the calls, right? With the structure. Oh, the FOMO is... And I even question myself, should I get back in? Because I just stopped myself out for no reason. And then look. Yeah. You know what? Because I hesitated, right? It's because I hesitated and I didn't want to... I don't know. So now we want to see this, right? Something like that, if it's going to go up. So notice your 5 minutes. So if it's going to go up, it needs to look something like this, right? If it's going to go down, we want to see a bolt. right? So we want to see this. Oh God, geez. Okay. We want to see this like this, okay? Something like this, which means the 50-50 should be somewhere around here. I mean, now, granted, it could just continue straight down, right? It could just go in a straight line, straight down, keep rejecting off of this magenta right here. You see how it's like staying inside magenta? The selling channel. It could just stay right inside there. But I'm telling you what the setups are in my absence. What it needs to look like. And remember, I just put this arbitrarily. This isn't actually a thing. I was just giving you an example to show you what it needs to look like, what the setup should look like. What we do know is we're still inside this selling. Look how strong this selling channel is, right? So minimum, we need to break magenta before we even start thinking about calls. I mean, if you want to be risky and call the bottom here like I did, that's up to you. But at minimum, it looks like it's gonna be, you know, you want magenta to break, and then we want to get back inside this blue. You see why you wait for a break in magenta? For this reason right here. So don't rush anything. You have your scenarios, here they are. You know, wait for the calls. Just wait. There's no reason to rush anything. And we're in such a strong downtrend, you should be looking for short or put entries, right? So we're looking for bolts down. We're looking for these type of maneuvers right here, okay? I'm teaching you the stuff so when I'm not here, okay? You know, I recommend, not that I don't trust you guys to trade without me, because that's not it. You're adults, you're gonna do whatever you want to do. But I like to at least be along to you know, tell you my thought process. If we got I think probably some of us, myself included, probably got chopped up in here, right? I know I got chopped up somewhere in here. I took an early call over here. I didn't take any loss, but I still got chopped up, right? Maybe I took a little loss somewhere. We all got chopped up in here, but you know, once we saw the definite structure, once we saw this green, that was it. And sometimes it just takes time. So it's impossible to lose for the day if you follow the strategy, right? Because let's say you got chopped up in here. Okay. You take the break of green. You're still inside this selling channel. You're still inside the selling channel. So that's just how it works. So if you would have taken your $20, $30 loss somewhere in here, this is well recovered, right? Well, we recovered all of whatever loss you could have taken in here. This is why your risk management, your stop losses are very important, because you have to know how much am I willing to bet on this trade right here, and you got to be willing to accept the outcome. So, you know, put your stop losses appropriately, and I find that when you put them appropriately, meaning at the last high or the last low, whatever direction, that if you just give it a little bit of time, you can at least catch it before it goes against you, and you can, you know, either stop out for way less once you realize what's happening. You can stop out for way less and then get set up for the next proper setup in whatever direction. And this is just straight. Wow. Let's see. I have to get out of here soon. All right, so this 30-minute candle went exactly to 524.84. Wait. Wow. And remember, I said if it... Okay, I literally just said this, right? That we want to see this candle touch 524.84. We want to see the next candle touch the green and reject under the green. Just had this conversation. So, you know, I literally couldn't have written it any better. But we see 524.01 is going to be, look at the month. Oh my goodness. Who has FOMO? Who has FOMO right now? Everybody? Everyone has to. Yeah, I did the same thing, Steven. I took, well, I should have went back in, but I didn't. I just didn't. That was my fault. No, don't be angry, right? Because once you start getting those type of emotions involved, once you get those anger, okay, once you get those emotions involved, then that leads to gambling, trust me. So me, for example, I stopped myself out way up here. I stopped myself out like for no, yeah, way up here somewhere. And then look. Look at the money I missed out. And I didn't go back in. It's because my mind isn't, I'm not, I don't have the trader's mind right now. I got this appointment I'm trying to go to, medical appointment. I think we might be seeing some bullish divergence coming in, but it might be weak. Might be weak. If it bounces right off this head that I built here, it better not do that. It better not bounce exactly on that head that I built. Yeah, you shouldn't be thinking about calls until minimum. We're still in this selling channel, right? We haven't broken this magenta selling channel. So there's, yeah, we're still collecting. Still collecting. Of course it's gonna do that, right? Of course. There it is. There it is. Let's see if it breaks. Let's see if it breaks and gets back inside the blue. There it is. I just told you, here comes the bullish divergence coming in. So you'd have to jump on that. If you didn't jump on that, exactly on my come on, it doesn't get any better. This does not get any better than this. For scalpers paradise right here. Look at that. I told you, bullish divergence coming in right now. Boom. I drew the flexion point right here. Nothing more I can do. There's nothing more I can do. Look at, okay, here we go. Look at the money. Okay, protect your trade because we know we're in a strong downtrend. If you took this flexion right here, protect your trade. Even though I told you up here, fine. Wait for this. If this happens, it does. But right, look at our 5-minute chart. This is still on the table for the 5-minute. That would have been just a scalp, right? If you would have taken this right here when I said bullish divergence, that's just a scalp. So you have to protect that trade. You know, when we have When we have highlighted areas like this, then you know you let it run its course. Amazing. Simply amazing. Look how perfect. That was absolutely perfect. Right on my key level. And you remember, I generate these in the morning before, when I generated this in the morning. Look at the money. There it is. Yes. I needed this. I needed this redemption. Look at the money. Let's get back inside blue. Let's see if we look at the money. There it is. There it is. Yes. Woo-wee. All right, now let's see if we form some structure inside of blue again. Amazing, simply amazing. I needed that. I needed that. Little pick me up. I was bummed from this one right here. I was bummed from this. I needed this. Perfect flexion point. Absolutely perfect flexion point. You know, this doesn't get any better than this, folks. Just took us a little bit of time. That's why you can't get discouraged. If this is your business, right? You don't get discouraged because, let's say you have a restaurant, because, I don't know, you didn't get a lot of customers today. You don't say, well, time to close up shop. No. That's not how it works, right? If this is your business, you have to treat it like a business. Just because we got chopped up in here, then you just wait for the setup and the other. It's always going to be a setup. There's always going to be a setup. The thing you're fighting is your patience. The thing you're fighting is your resolve. That's what you're fighting. You see the path laid out from this magenta right in front of you. We knew we're not, and then even when I told you we're not thinking about calls until minimum break of magenta, you could have made some money right here on this break of magenta, right? You could have made something on this break of magenta to make up for whatever you got chopped up in here. Now we want to see, you know, your safety is going to be somewhere above 527.21. That's what I'm telling you. That's the safety, okay? Let's look at our, okay, use your 5-minute chart to guide, actually. Use your 5-minute chart to guide, because I honestly do have to get out of here, like, right now. Okay, Discord. It's been a pleasure. I think, yeah, we had a pretty good, look at this. This is absolutely perfect. I'm still amazed. Look at this. I needed this right here. I needed this so bad, because I started kicking myself about this. Look at the money, keep printing. Feels so good. Feels so good to win sometimes, and I need this little win lately. Look at the money. We're back inside of, I told you, break of magenta, right? At minimum, break of magenta. There it is. There it is right here. If you want the safety, you're waiting for up here. Okay, I get it. I get it. Look at this 5-minute chart. Look at the 5-minute chart. Bro, it's absolutely perfect. This is what, come on now. Look at this. Okay. Okay, I honestly have to get out of here now. All right, YouTube, it's been a pleasure. Discord, I'll say what's up with you guys in a second. Let me